Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the things that I used with our first baby that I will also be using with our second baby because I found that they really seem to work well, help with things, and they were just really great products to have. And so if you're a new mom or you're preparing for a baby, I hope this video is helpful or encouraging. Maybe take some tips from it. So let's jump right in. I'm going to be sharing things for the baby first, as well as a few postpartum essentials that I found really helped me out in those first few days and weeks. So let's jump right in. First thing on my list, these baby sleeper gowns. So the best part about these is that they're totally open at the bottom. And so in the middle of the night when you're up nursing the baby and changing diapers, you don't have to worry about zippers or buttons. You just pull sweet baby out of the bed, pull the swaddle up, change the diaper, you're good to go. It literally helped me so much every single time I put our son in one of these at night. It made such a difference and was so helpful when you're in the middle of nighttime feedings and you're kind of out of it as it is already. These helped so much. Next thing on the list, swaddles. This is the swaddle. This kind is what we used for our son, and I'm probably going to use them again for this baby. It just has Velcro. Baby goes in the little sack and then Velcro down the arms. Now our son, we found that he didn't really like to be swaddled with his arms tucked in, and so I would still put him in the rest of the swaddle, but I wouldn't close his arms in. And this just helped for many reasons. I wasn't as worried at night when I would put him to bed that he was staying warm enough or whatever like that, because he was inside of this swaddle, and you know, you're not supposed to put a lot of things around their face yet, no blankets, nothing like that. So this I found was so helpful and reassuring at night. I wasn't worried that he was getting too cold because he was inside the swaddle safely tucked and his legs were tucked together. And you know, if your baby likes to be swaddled with their arms, I really do believe that this helps them feel secure and safe, and it helped him calm down and settle for the night. And so these were very helpful. So we have a few of these for baby number 2. Moving on to the next product, this baby bathtub. I will look this up. I'll try to link as many of these products down below as I can, but this baby bathtub was given to us by my brother-in-law, I think. I want to say it was my brother-in-law. Anyways, this was so helpful when your baby graduates from little sink baths to bathtub baths. This was so helpful. We would just set him down in here. Sometimes I would put a washcloth or a big hand towel over top of it when he was really little. The material that it is right here, it's not slippery. So even if you didn't want to put a towel down, your baby doesn't slip and slide in it, which is so nice and reassuring. And so we would just set him down in here and he would just lay there. We could give him his bath, pull him out. He wouldn't be slipping and sliding around everywhere. It was just very peaceful and once again reassuring. And this grew with him. I used this with him until he was at least sitting up by himself, basically until he wouldn't sit in this anymore because he was trying to climb out of it. I used it with him. So this was a huge success and help. And if you have a big farmhouse sink or something like that, I've never had one of those, but we've always had double sinks, and so it wouldn't fit in our double sinks. But if you have a big farmhouse sink, this would probably fit in your sink as well, so you can use it from fresh newborn all the way up until they can't use it anymore. So this was a necessity. Okay, so the next 2 products, I've ordered one and I'm still waiting for it to arrive, so I'll put a picture of it right here. And this first product is gripe water. This helped so much in those first few weeks and months when our son was just fussy and we weren't really sure why, but more than likely it was probably because of gas pains. I feel so bad for little babies when they are struggling with gas pains, because as an adult, gas pains hurt. And so I can't imagine being a little new person experiencing that. No wonder they cry. So anyways, gripe water we found was so helpful, and I felt comfortable and safe giving it to him, especially with the one that I found. It had really clean ingredients and I just felt good giving it to him. And so we used a lot of gripe water. It really helped, and it was just really reassuring to be able to try to do something to help him out, even though a lot of it is out of my hands. But just being able to help him out a little bit by giving him that was so helpful. So like I said, I'll post a picture here of the one I ordered off of Amazon. It should be here within the next few days, but we will definitely be using gripe water again with our second baby. And then the next product that was a necessity for me, which my mom actually just ordered a new one for me as a gift for the baby, but that was the Haakaa. The Haakaa saved me so many times. I would always use it, and it just catches your letdown on the opposite side that you're currently nursing on if you're planning on breastfeeding. It was so helpful. I collected so much milk using the Haakaa, and it kept me from having to pump a whole lot. I actually didn't end up pumping with our son very much at all. I did get mastitis a few times, so when I got mastitis I had to stay on top of my pumping and stuff, but the Haakaa prevented me from having to sit down and have like separate pumping sessions, which was really helpful. And I'm sure that will be helpful again going from 1 child to 2. It's probably going to be harder to find time to just sit and pump. And so anyways, the Haakaa was such a blessing, especially in the middle of the night. I would catch my letdown, put it in a breast milk storage bag, pop it in the fridge, collect everything from that night, freeze it in the morning. It was just so helpful. I felt like I was wasting less, and I was collecting a stockpile of milk in the freezer at the same time, all with very little effort. So highly recommend the Haakaa. I'll link below the one that I ordered, or the one that my mom ordered for me off of my registry. This time I did get one that has a little stopper in the top, because the one that I had with my son, it did not have one of those, and there were quite a few times that it would spill and all of your milk would spill out. And the saying, don't cry over spilled milk. When you spill breast milk, it's like liquid gold, and it's very upsetting when you spill it and waste it. So anyways, I got one with a stopper in it this time around, so hopefully prevent that from happening. Okay, so the last baby item on my list, which once again I'll try to post a picture of this or something like that, but it is the baby tracker app. This app was extremely helpful for me. It tracks, you can put in how many wet diapers, how many dirty diapers, and then it also, if you're planning on breastfeeding, or even if not, if you're bottle feeding, formula feeding, whatever it might be, you can keep track of all of that. So for me, I was breastfeeding in the beginning, and then I had to switch to formula feeding. And so in the beginning, you could track which side you last nursed on, how long baby nursed. It was extremely helpful, especially in those first few days and weeks when you're extremely fatigued and exhausted and you're not really remembering a lot. It was so helpful to be able to reference back on the app and see the last time that I nursed and what side I last nursed on. And then also, if your doctor or your midwife wants to know how many wet diapers baby has had at the first appointment, or before you leave the hospital, or how many dirty diapers, or whatever that is, then you can also track that, and you can look back and reference how many of those, as well as naps and things like that. This app helped me so much, and so I do plan on using that again with the second baby. I'm sure the more children you have, you probably feel the less and less of a need to keep up with it because you're more experienced, but for me it was really helpful to have the app and keep track of everything in my phone. Especially nursing, I would have totally forgotten which side I nursed on last if I didn't have that app, and then it was helpful because I could look back and see how long ago he ate, and so kind of gauge when he was going to be ready to eat again. If he was fussy, I could look at that and see, okay, he's probably ready to eat again because it's been 2 hours or whatever the case was. So that app was extremely helpful. I'll try to either link below the link for the app, or I'll try to post a screenshot of it or something like that, but it was really helpful to have. So now moving on to products that I used postpartum. Now I only have 2 of these on my list that I feel like were essential. You know, there's a lot of them that are obvious that you're gonna have, like your spray bottle after you go to the bathroom or things like that, you know, maxi pads, things like that. Those are kind of obvious, but these 2 products really stuck out to me. They made me feel really comfortable, helped with pain, helped with healing, whatever the case was. I just really enjoyed these. So the first product is this herbal perineal spray by Earth Mama Organics. I loved this. I loved this so much. It was so helpful if you tear after birth, or just even normal healing down there after giving birth. This really helped me. Helped with pain, I think it helped with healing. This was just great stuff. So I used this a lot with our first son, and I've got it in my little postpartum basket in the bathroom, ready to use again. Next thing are these Frida Ma disposable underwear. This is so glamorous, right? No, this is just real life. So if you're about to have a baby, these disposable undies, they're this nice, super nice, soft material, and I just felt so much better wearing these because they're high-waisted. You can put your pad right in these, and I didn't feel like I was going to leak. I felt very well supported, and I just felt so much better wearing these and so comfortable. And so I actually have a few left from having my son, and I might even order another pair for those freshly postpartum hours and days after having baby. I just really enjoyed wearing these. Then you have no worries about ruining your underwear or anything like that. You can just wear them, toss them, move on. They're extremely comfortable and supportive. I just love these. I could not recommend them more if you're about to have a baby. So there you go, guys. Those are the few products. I'm sure I'll think of more once this video is done, and there's obvious ones like, you know, nursing pillows, baby blankets, things like that, obviously, but these are the products that I found extremely helpful, that really stuck out in my mind when I think about having our second child. Those are the products that I think, okay, I'm definitely going to be using those again, because I remember how much they were helpful using them with our son. So I hope this video was helpful to you and encouraging. If you're about to have a little one, congratulations. And yeah, I hope you're able to take some tips from this video, and maybe it was encouraging, inspiring, whatever it might be. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that you are fully loved and fully known by your creator, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.